hear my voice. We're back, everybody. We actually have Gunnar here to join us for the commentary team.
Hello,
unfortunately, eliminated from the tournament, but that's okay. He's here to pitch in. I guess while we wait for the players to set up, you were just telling me about Game 1 and something that bummed you out a little bit.
Yeah,
we want to talk about that.
So Game 1 versus Psyche, I think I had 3 guys left, and he only had 2 left, and I had my Gudra and I don't remember what else I had on the field. I need to remember the game.
Gudra Milotic, because you brought Gudra Milotic.
And I had Bulu in the back.
And Bulu in the back, but you didn't have Celesteela.
My Persian?
Yeah, you'd already lost your Persian by then.
Yeah.
So it was just Bulu. Yeah, so it must have been Milotic.
And then I switched my Gudra out for Bulu, and ended up taking a lot of unnecessary damage on Bulu.
Yeah.
And then when I switched back in my Gudra, it just died in one hit, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
Because it was slower than everything else.
Right. So wait, where'd Marty go? Bathroom? Marty go to the bathroom? Marty's scared. Habib already talking that mad trash. Trying to... Psyche's actually just going to go ahead and knock Habib out of the tournament for Marty.
I'm telling you, Steven, we should do a 3rd place prize. We should make it, what would it be?
It'd be like 10 or something. Right?
It'd be like 45, 30, 15.
You gotta get more of your friends to come.
You know
and when the other thing is for VGC, it's not like with Smash. It's not like with Smash where you have like an actual 3rd place. It's like you do 3rd and 4th battle. Because I guess you could do another.
It's very
battle.
easy to do. Well, yeah. I mean, we want to go super late. What time is it? It's already 10:17.
It's getting pretty late.
And we have
2 more sets.
Another hour and 40 minutes at the most.
Right. Yeah.
Not including sudden deaths.
Right. I'm starting to feel the headset pushing in on my ears.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. But okay, so Marty's back from being scared. Yeah, Habib, Marty, I don't know if you heard that. Habib was calling you out already, so just let that fuel you there for the victory.
I would just like to say that Marty's avatar is okay, but mine was a little bit better.
Oh, okay. All kinds of shots coming out, and I actually have to give the avatar in this case to Habib because he is using my avatar. So I obviously think that his wins.
Oh, is that Habib? No, Habib's not. I didn't see Habib's avatar.
Yeah, no, that's me. So I got that nice sludge tank.
Not bad.
Yeah. But anyway, I think this will be a very interesting set. Habib barely squeaked into top cut. He made it over Luis, I think it ended up being. And he says he's not worried. What's up?
Did Habib go 2-2?
Luis?
No, Habib.
Wait.
Habib.
What happened? What
Did he go 2-2?
He went 2-2. Yeah, 2-2.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Right.
I see.
So, so Habib, definitely a very good player, though. The interesting thing here is that both of the teams that are on stream were created by Joey Selmer, the modern gamer, who I don't actually think we have a lot of people familiar from like the Pokemon community in the chat right now, or in the stream right now. So Joey is a very good player from Arizona. He has been around for a couple years, and he actually built both these teams. He built the team that Habib is using first, abandoned it in favor of the team that Marty is using. So this will be a little point of pride, I think, for Habib, trying to prove that his first team was the better team. And I guess we'll find out. But the other thing is that Marty, I think, knows the tricks. They both know the tricks of these teams. So it'll be interesting to see what 3 sets go like when both players know what to expect.
Yeah, exactly. Both players have played with these teams inside and out. They've worked, well, not really worked with Joey, but usually Joey uses them to like help test stuff out.
Yeah, definitely.
They should know both teams pretty well unless Marty or Habib switched around some.
Yeah, and I think actually I did catch Marty say he switched some stuff around. I'm pretty sure Habib didn't because I gave him. He's using my game, so it's I know it's what's on the cart. But yeah, it should be a very interesting game. Both of these teams super strong. Probably I would say like out of like team-wise, two of the best teams. No offense.
Hey, my team's pretty good.
I mean, your team is pretty good. Your team is super annoying.
At least I made it.
Oh my god, you did make it yourself.
I'll work on it. I need to figure out what to do with Persian.
You'll get there.
If I had Z parting shot, it'd be so much better.
Well, you know, it's not. It would work on this, right?
Wait,
what? Well, it's okay. We'll save that for another time.
What?
So anyway, we're gonna go into the game here, and we've got Marty's team, Celesteela, Salamence. Marty's team, Celesteela, Salamence, Oranguru, Tapu Koko, Marowak, and Gastrodon. Whereas Habib is rocking that Tapu Lele, Politoed, Metagross, Crocodile, Circuitry, and Talonflame. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, they don't share a single Mon between the two teams.
Oh wow, that is true. Yeah.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah,
usually, I don't know if we've had that right now, but just shows you the diversity of the modern gamer, I guess.
Yeah, Habib's team has a lot of Pokemon that aren't seen very often on other teams. Like you see the Metagross. I mean, Crocodile is pretty like common. You don't really see the Politoed too much. Xurkitree is like
Xurkitree was really popular in the early days,
Yeah.
but it kind of fell off recently. I still think it's a fantastic Pokemon, and one of the things I like with it on this team is that you can just knock out your own Talonflame after it sets up the Tailwind, get a free Beast Boost, and then just keep discharging away. Granted, Marty has some good answers though to Xurkitree and Marowak and Gastrodon, so it's going to be hard for Habib to get a sweep that way. But if he could come in handy, I don't really see Oranguru being a big factor in this game. It's going to have a hard time doing damage to Crook, to Metagross, or to Lele. So I think Marty's definitely going to stick with something like Koko, Mence, Celesteela, Marowak, and Gastrodon. And it really will be interesting because, again, he wants both Marowak and Gastrodon to kind of redirect electric or water type attacks. So I think, God, yeah, see, look how good I look. I'm just clean. Those white pants, that sludge top looks good. I got the nice hipster frames. But yeah, okay, so we see Marowak and Celesteela from Marty, and we see Crocodile and Talonflame from Habib. So actually, this looks like a really good start for Habib because he's intimidating. Yeah, he's intimidating the Marowak and threatening it really, really badly with a Earthquake. And Talonflame, I mean...
Or even a Crunch, too.
Or yeah, actually, a Crunch, he doesn't even have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't think Crook gets knockoff until Pokebank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the Pokebank.
I was always so scared of Crook getting knockoff.
Yeah, so it's just Crunch right now, but I still think a Crunch does a lot of damage and doesn't. You don't have to worry about something like a Salamence switching in and not taking any damage. So that's actually a pretty good option. And what we can confirm, though, is that Habib does have Flare Blitz on that Celesteela, can do a lot of damage there. So he may not even need to go for a Tailwind. Yeah, see, Marty's afraid of it already.
Yeah, it's a really dangerous 50-50 Habib has. You can either go for Tailwind or you can go for Flare Blitz on the Celesteela, and then also for Crocodile, you can try and knock off the Celesteela, or you can just
crunch it.
Crunch it, or just kill the Marowak instantly.
Right, and Habib does go for that read. He's very good at that. He gets the Earthquake off. That's going to do a lot of damage to the Gastrodon. Marowak obviously protected, so it's not going to take anything. But
Tailwind not too useful though because those two Pokemon already outspeed the other two.
Yeah, but it could come in handy for if the Salamence or the Tapu Koko comes out. So it's definitely nice for him to have it. I think Habib though might at this point want to just preserve the Talonflame for later because it still hasn't taken any damage, which means it preserves the Gale Wing. So that gives it that priority Tailwind. If later in the game he's up against the wall and he just needs to get Tailwind off really fast, he has that option. Meanwhile, Crocodile is definitely threatened by a Muddy Water. I don't imagine Marowak wants to stay in and take a stab Earthquake, but it might live. It's pretty bulky, I mean physically bulky, and Crook is strong, but maybe not that strong. But Marty is worried. He is going to switch in Marowak for the Celesteela. Habib isn't switching out though. Gonna go for the Flare Blitz. Did he make a prediction?
Yo, is that like the hardest prediction?
No.
Okay.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
but I mean, Habib sometimes does make those reads. He's very aggressive in his reads. We're gonna actually see the Dark Z move come out from the Crocodile. And
probably going into Celesteela.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, he was trying to get rid of the Marowak that way, which was a good play. And this will do damage to the Celesteela. It's not resisted, and it is still a Z move, so it's a very high base power. Oh, he actually wants to get rid of that Gastrodon. You know, that makes me wonder whether he has Poly in the back and is planning to scald everything after.
Because, like, well, to be fair, the Marowak wasn't really doing anything on the field anyway. It was kind of just, like, dead weight. So it's not really going to hit the Talonflame unless it has, like, Rock Slide. And, I mean, it can Boomerang the Crocodile, but that's not going to do a ton of damage.
I mean, it could Shadow Bone the Talonflame. That is
I forgot about that, yes.
Yeah, so now Tapu Koko is actually going to come out, set up the Electric Surge, and what both of these players know is that Tapu Koko is actually Focus Sashed. So, and he is going to outspeed because of the Tailwind.
Yes.
So now what Marty has to worry about is Habib doubling into that slot. But then at the same time, Habib can't risk mispredicting and trying to go into that Celesteela. I mean, a Flare Blitz would go out first and do a lot of damage. But, he is going to protect. But let's see if Marty does as well.
Probably trying to
Celesteela does the protecting. Oh, you know what, though? I bet a Dazzling Gleam still gets that knockout.
Ooh.
So it's going to bring... So the Earthquake is coming out here. Going to easily bring down Tapu Koko to its Sash. But I wonder why Habib protected. I guess, I like a potential discharge after living the Sash. So that was probably pretty safe.
He probably thinks he needs Talonflame in order to deal with Celesteela.
No, but he discharges, so now Crook is still there. And that's a huge
really
problem. The question is, though, I think Tailwind only has one more turn.
Yeah, this is the last turn.
So,
Celesteela did protect, though, so you know it's going to take something, or whatever he's going to switch in takes a lot. Marowak, yeah.
Marowak would not hate Flare Blitz, but it also probably wouldn't want it. That would probably put it in crunch range. I can almost guarantee that Tapu Koko here is going to go for a Protect, though, because it's going to want to be, it's going to want to outspeed the Talonflame. So, good play from Marty. Yeah, nice save. Flare Blitz, is going to go into Celesteela. I don't think that'll get the KO. The question here, though,
more
is...
than half. Okay, that's a crit.
Wow.
That's not a crit. What?
No, that's just Flame. It's Flame Plate Talon. It's Flame Plate Talonflame. What? So it's going to boost that attack. Earthquake going to come out and do a lot of damage. Or not do any damage to the Tapu Koko because it protected. But again, this is something that we didn't see from Habb when he was on stream last time, I don't think. We didn't get to see quite as much. Oh no, we did. He played Brandon and beat him 4-0. But Habb very aggressive here in these games. Still though, I think that Crocodile just wins this because a discharge is going to not do any damage. I think if he has any chance of winning, Habb needs to dazzle. Or Marty needs to dazzle. And he does go for that. And so the question is here, I imagine Habb probably predicted that and knew his Talonflame would survive, went for the Tailwind. He gets a crit, but it does go for the Tailwind. And so now at this point, there's nothing Marty can do. An Earthquake is going to take out both of his Pokemon. Shadow Bone going to come out, and that'll pick up the knockout on Talonflame. But if anything, that just gives Habb an opportunity to reveal, or to bring in another sweeper. Although, you know what, the information that could be useful is that Habb almost would have got a 4-0 otherwise. Because that was what he led, right? Talonflame.
Yeah, he never switched out once.
So now he has to reveal what one of his other Pokemon was. So now Marty knows that he did want to bring that Tapu Lele, but I don't really think that was much of a surprise anyway.
I think that Marty really needs to focus on how he's going to beat the Crocodile Talonflame.
Yeah.
Because I think Habb will always beat Talonflame because that's just kind of the style that he plays as team.
And I think, that's how this team really works, too. You just get that Tailflame and then just power everything down.
You power through for 3 turns, and then you, kind of sit back for a little bit. You, reassess yourself, think about whether you want Tailwind back up again, or if you need to play more reserved from now
If your Talonflame's even there at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
But
usually it dies.
But I think that that was a very good lead from Habb. Obviously, he almost got that 4-0. Marty definitely is... He's going to have to... I don't know. What do you think he does to get around that Tailwind? I think he probably has to play more aggressive. I think he was trying to do more switching, and that didn't pay off for him.
Because, when you lead with those two, a big defensive play in Pokemon is you protect one and then you switch the other.
Yeah.
And Marty kind of did that twice in a row. And it's nice because you can reposition yourself, but if the opponent goes for Tailwind or for Trick Room or predicts that you're going to switch one of them, then you basically lose an entire guy. And that's you'll be really far behind.
Yeah, and so I think here now Marty really is just going to have to go as all in on offense as Habb is and hope that when the smoke clears, he's the one who comes out on top because... he's coming in as the #1 seed. We kind of expected him to make this, but Habb is definitely a very good player. I'm
thinking Gastrodon might be a decent lead, because it only really has a hard time with Metagross and Lele, and not even really Lele, assuming that it's Assault Vest.
It is Assault Vest.
And Oranguru might be the play here.
I don't know, because Oranguru is not. It's not Trick Room.
Oh, it's not
Trick Room.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, that'd be kind of...
so that makes it a little harder, because I agree, otherwise Trick Room seems like an easy option, but he does not have that, so Gastrodon actually I think is a good lead. A Muddy Water is going to do pretty well no matter what.
I mean, again, might get... Okay, I keep thinking of knockoff. No, it's not going to get knocked off.
Right.
Crocodile might hurt it a little bit with Earthquake,
but
it's not going to do enough to really, put Gastrodon in danger of being flameless.
Right. Yeah. God, I'm like such a narcissist right now. So actually, we do see the Oranguru coming in from Marty.
That is a shiny Oranguru.
It is a shiny Oranguru. Very pretty. We see the same lead, though, from Habb. He just knows exactly what he wants to do. The Intimidate coming out from both sides, though it's not really going to make much of a difference to Marty because both of his Pokemon are special attackers.
Did we see something yet?
Don't know. I think we did in other games. It was Flamethrower. Flamethrower your Bulu and will protect, but I don't think he used it again. And then Protect, and then the fourth move is Roar.
Yeah.
But that's not really going to be probably help too much here. I imagine, though, Habib brought Lele, and that's going to be an issue for Marty. He's going to need to have a good answer for that, which has to be Celesteela. So really, I think he needs to get rid of Talonflame this turn. And if Talonflame goes for the Tailwind, it's really going to be vulnerable to a Devastating Drake or even a Draco Meteor. And if Oranguru instructs, he could easily Devastating Drake one of these Pokemon and then Draco Meteor the other.
I think the Crocodile Z move might kill Oranguru. I don't know the full damage count.
Oh, he's actually going to switch out. Yeah, he might have been afraid of something like that. It does. I think it is calced to get that knockout. Although, unless Joey calced it so that it would survive, because he did make both his teams. So Flare Blitz is going to come into the Gastrodon. Habib deciding not to go for that Tailwind. I wonder if that will bite him in the butt later. We're going to see Devastating Drake come out. Nice little, well, not really a caw. It's more like a dragon roar, but I'm not trying to roar on stream. Salamence powers up with its Z move with that beautiful yellow glow, and it's going to shoot its giant purple dragon laser, blow up something. Let's find out what it is.
I think it's Crocodile.
Yeah, it is Crocodile. Yeah, I think so. He decided that Crook, and you know what? That was doing a lot of the offensive pressure, because now Coco can come in and start dazzling, or start discharging.
What happens if we instruct the Z? Will it make Salamence do Draco Meteor?
Yes, it will use the move that was the base of the
If I was in Marty's situation, I think that would be the play route.
Right, to have instructed.
Only if I knew that Devastating Drake would one-shot Crocodile. Because I don't expect either of them to protect. I either expect a Tailwind or some kind of Flare Blitz, and then boom, and I knock out Talonflame after this.
This is a very interesting turn, though, for Marty, because I feel like the temptation is to switch in Celesteela for Salamence, but then Habib could predict that, go for a Flare Blitz, and like knock it out easy. So I think you let Salamence go down. It did its job. You got its move off. Let it go down, and then try to get the knockout onto the Talonflame with your Gastrodon. But because if Marty loses Celesteela at this point, he really doesn't have much for Tapu Lele. So he could protect with Salamence.
Well, how much?
But he is going to switch.
How much does Tapu Lele do to Gastrodon?
Oh, he's going to switch into Tapu Koko. That seems really risky, especially if it's going to eat up a Flare Blitz. I mean, it's nice that he gets the Surge on his side, but
Talonflame doesn't Flare Blitz? Okay.
Oh, Talonflame protect.
Will go down. I think it was either he needed the Flare Blitz or he needed to Tailwind and just sack it. I don't know how much Gastrodon Money Water does to Talonflame.
Yeah, but now it's not going to matter, because what Marty can do is just he can just discharge, and Lele's not going to really hurt that bad from it. Maybe after a Muddy Water, it could be enough.
No, not yet.
But after a second one, ooh, but it gets the accuracy drop. I wonder if that will come into play, because now Tapu Koko outspeeds Talonflame. It doesn't have Gale Wing, so it's not going to be able to set up a Tailwind. Easy discharge play here from Marty, and into probably another Muddy Water. The question is, does that pick up the knockout on Lele? Does that do much damage to Habib's third Pokemon or fourth Pokemon in the back? And if Marty loses Coco here, is that going to be the it? He really needs to get. Oh my goodness. Okay, Oranguru. Maybe he. I'm not sure what's going on or what Marty's thinking. Lele is going to protect though.
Comes out.
But if he goes for Tailwind, that's bad news if he doesn't get the knockout here.
Yeah, I think Coco would have just picked up Talonflame with discharge.
Oh yeah, and so the Sludge Bomb.
Coco would have died to Lele afterward, but he goes for Sludge Bomb.
I think he just didn't want to sack the Coco, but that might have been a misplay on Marty's part.
Like, he's still not in an awful spot. Gastrodon really can't be touched by either of those.
Yeah.
Talonflame can Brave Bird it, but doesn't really want to take all the recoil.
No.
And they can't one-shot Oranguru either.
That's a good point. So you could get a nice instructed Sludge Bomb. You could get a Sludge Bomb and then get a Muddy Water off after that, which actually isn't a bad play.
Oh yeah.
Because if he instructs Mud Bomb, or he uses Instruct, and that uses the move he used last, and then he can choose Muddy Water for this turn. So in this sense, Marty, if the Gastrodon is EV'd right, and Habib is EV'd wrong, he could get a double knockout, but Talonflame will switch out in his Xerga Tree. Which, interesting move from Habib. But if he gets rid of that Gastrodon, that's going to come in handy. So Moonblast coming out into Oranguru, that might take it down to half. Actually, it just doesn't.
Oh, not popping Citrus Berry.
Nope. It does, but it's not going to pop. And now I think after a Sludge Bomb, that's going to be GG for the what's it called? The Lele. And what will be really interesting here. Oh, it's not. Okay, but it gets the poison.
He got the Muddy Water, though.
If that is what he did. No, he just decided to go for a double Sludge Bomb. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the Lele. And now Habib. Well, I guess he has to bring out Talonflame, doesn't he?
Yeah, he still has 2 turns of Tailwind left, but I really don't see what he's going to do against the Gastrodon now. He literally has to like HP Ice it and Draper it, maybe, and if that doesn't pick up the KO, I don't think it's going down at all.
I know what he does to the Gastrodon. I forgot what the circuitry has on it. It has Energy Ball.
Ooh.
So that's probably what Habb and Marty can't protect, and I'm not even sure if Marty knows that much, which would be pretty bad news. Granted, he is up 4 Pokemon, and if he can wait out the Tailwind, Salamence is going to be able to outspeed enough to get off a pretty powerful Draco Meteor, and Coco can come out and get a discharge off on Talonflame to get that out. So Marty could still pull this out, even if the Gastrodon goes down. Oh, actually, maybe he does know and expect the Energy Ball, which was going to do nothing to a Salamence.
Yeah.
Intimidate coming out, going to also lessen how much damage Talonflame does. Goes for the Flare Blitz, probably into a Rangaroo just because. No, oh no. But it'll proc the Citrus Berry.
Yeah.
Actually, it gets kind of close. With the Intimidate, it might have gotten that knockout, but Citrus Berry will help it come out. And I wonder, we'll probably see the Rangaroo attack. We're going to see, Thunderbolt. So good prediction from Habb. Yeah, into a Rangaroo. But enough. You know what? Now Marty can just switch in Tapu Koko, go for the Protect to stall out the last turn of Tailwind, and get a Draco off onto Circuitry.
Yeah.
And the real question here is whether or not a Draco Meteor plus a Discharge will take out Circuitry. Actually, you know what though? But then it comes down. To if it's Gastrodon on the back and it's got an Energy Ball, it does have a Beast Boost, so if it gets at least one more KO, it's going to definitely get that knockout.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is actually a pretty close game, and it really comes down to how well Circuitry lives. A Draco Meteor plus a Discharge.
I don't think it will live.
Yeah.
I mean, do we know the item on it?
It's Focus Sash.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think the Draco Meteor, it's not very bulky. I think a Draco Meteor will make it down
bulk's
to like,
okay. It's not great, but
I don't think that's not
I wonder if Habb will discharge here just to get another Beast Boost on his Talonflame, because he doesn't need it at this point.
But he could protect, and then...
But he doesn't need it, that's the thing. So at this point, you might as well just let it go down, because Discharge is going to... Well, you know what? Actually, you wouldn't want the single target Discharge. But Mence isn't actually going to protect. It's just going to go and outspeed for the Thunderbolt on the Mence. Does that get the knockout? It does. That's really bad news. I'm pretty sure that's it for Marty at this point, because now Circuitry has got, he should have double protected. I wonder if he miscounted Tailwind. Maybe he was worried about the electric torrent. I don't know what happened there. Wow.
I don't think it's over just yet, because you have to play around Talonflame to protect, and Coco does have Discharge, and that should knock out Talonflame, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and then it just comes down to Circuitry has to either Energy Ball Gastrodon or has to Thunderbolt Coco, and it can't do both.
No, but do you really think that Tapu Koko can knock out Circuitry without electric terrain when it's resisted, even in 2 hits?
It does have Dazzling Gleam.
It does, so maybe.
We'll see how much damage it does. It all comes down to this.
Yeah, and it will be a nice single target. Yeah, see, I don't know.
Enough.
You think with a Dazzling Gleam, it's going to be a single target Gleam, it's going to be able to get a knockout? Energy Ball coming out onto the Gastrodon, definitely going to pick up a knockout.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, Marty really needed that. Draco Meteor. Yep.
All comes down to this Dazzling Gleam.
Yep.
It's either praying for a crit. I don't even think.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if a crit matters either. It's stab, single target, so a crit could do it, but that might be the only Hail Mary he has left. Dazzling Gleam comes out. Let's see what it does.
His Life Orb. Oh, it's not Life Orb.
No, it's Sash. Yeah, so that's going to be it. So Habb is going to come, upset Marty, take the set 2-0, possibly on a potential misplay for Marty or trying to make some predictions here. But congratulations to Habb for making it to the finals. He also is going to be competing against Psyche for the last prize. And this should be a very interesting set. So we'll be right back with that. We just have to get these players set up on stream, and should have actually a pretty exciting finals.
I think so.
And
Psyche's this is his first time ever really playing VGC in
right.
at least 2 years.
Yeah.
He's come out with a really incredible showing.
Yeah, and I learned this while I was off stream, but you guys probably know this if you are frequenters of SAK Gaming Lounge streams. Psyche's #1 in Smash in the state, so he's very good at video games in general, and it seems like he's very adapted quickly to VGC again. So we'll be right back, though, with the final between Psyche and Habb.